What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We are here for a little bit of WOOT actions. Looks like Landon Moody, Zach Lovelace, Roderick Norman, James Stats, Jared Gotch currently in on time so far here tonight for WOOT. We are going to do 87's at Talladega. Let's see if we got anybody out on the track we can follow putting down a lap. Looks like Farless just finished up his laps. Shane Haas just about to come across the line for his third lap. As he comes across the line, is he able to pick up the pace? He does not on his third lap. Newly married Mark Thrash going to come across the line here in that number 38 machine. He's going to be 27th quick on the board. So it looks like we got 41 cars that have put down laps. Riley Green going to come across the track, come across the line this time by. Let me go ahead and make it so my chat's over there on OBS because I forgot to do that. All right, we are getting in here now. So if you said anything over on TikTok, I probably missed it. All right, I have all the chat up. We're going to get ready for tonight. Riley Green going to come across the line and put himself in that number 35 spot. He's going to move up the charts just a little bit. So Asher's actually going to go quick time. Asher to the top of the boards. Landon Moody second. Lovelace, Norman, and Stats, your top five. Looking to race their way. They race their way in on time. Everybody else has to go through a Consi heat race or the Consi. As we got 41 cars that have taken a lap here tonight. Ian Martin is here. So, man, it is going to be a massive field here tonight. What's up, John's moms in the chat? What's up? What's up? And let's get ready for heat race number one. Hopefully, John can make it tonight. He's missed the last 2 weeks. Starting on the pole here tonight. Oh, it is not the Arca Clay Series. I forgot to change the title. My bad, guys. My bad. All right, so all the cars out on the track. It is going to be Jared Gotch starting on the pole here tonight. Shane Brown in second. In that number 3 spot, it is going to be Greg Todd with Jonathan Burt starting in 4th. Sonny Glass going to start in that number 5 position. Ashton Thomas in 6th. Mark Dudley in 7th. Going to be Shane Haas in that number 8 spot. Darby in 9th. Brady Gotch in 10th. Timothy Mesmer going to be in that number 11 spot. Jerry in 12th. Bill Sleep in 13th. Going to be Brett Vinson in that number 14 spot. David Mayo in 15th. Robert Odell in that number 16 spot. Going to be Stephen Ward in 17th. And Kyle Todd in the number 18 spot. And Ian Martin going to round out the field in that number 19 position. I don't know why I didn't give you qualifying. It was like 10 minutes of qualifying. All right, guys. Start will be on green. Top 8 transfer through. Top 8. Remember, if you do not transfer through on that top 8, there is an LCQ, so there will be one more opportunity. All right, stacking them up 2 by 2 into turn number 1 and 2. Looking for the green flag this time by. We have 19 beautiful 1987 Cup cars out on the track as they come out of turn number 2. It is going to be a wild one here tonight in heat race number 1. So we do this every Wednesday night. So if you've not been around, or every Thursday night, if you have not been around, Stream starts right around this time, around between 11 and 11:10. We do some kind of variation of something that is wide open or relatively wide open, like the 87's. There will be a little bit of lifting probably here tonight as these guys head into turn at number 3 and 4. So make sure you guys smash that like, share, and follow button if you have not already, as we are looking for the green flag this time by. Yeah, you know, Mark needs a win. Mark needs a win. That'd be a hell of a honeymoon for him. All right, looking for the green flag as they come down the front straightaway. They are stacked up 2 by 2. Pace car is in. Looking for that green flag. Who's it going to be? 5 laps here in heat race number 1. Excuse me. As they come to the line, green flag is out. Green flag is out as Jared gets on the gas. Jared was so close to being able to transfer in on time. As the 51 going to jump up to the top a little bit early there. That was a little soon, Robert, but that's just kind of a warning to everybody. Down the back straightaway. These guys going to scatter down the back straightaway about 4 or 5 wide if they were all side by side as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Everybody kind of trying to figure out where they want to fit in, as it is going to be Shane Brown leading the field through turn number 3 and 4. Who's going to lead lap number 1? Oh, they're going to scatter down the front straightaway. Here comes Jared Gotch looking for the lead. He said he had the pole. He said he had the pole to start with. He wanted to lead lap number 1 as they head into turn number 1 and 2. 4 laps to go here in heat race number 1. They're going to be 3 wide as we got one up to the top. That is Ashton Thomas. He's going to bang off the wall. Little bit of contact. Gets hit from behind. Big saves. Oh, we got one with a broken nose. It's going to be Brett down on the bottom. He's going to get back up on the track and outside of a transfer spot. Ian Martin trying to make his way up through the field. Started shotgun on the field. Big wreck in 3 and 4. Big wreck in 3 and 4. Oh, they're all piling in. Ian Martin goes for a spin. Oh, that is going to change everything up as we get a big wreck here on the track. Going to be Shane Brown leading the way. Shane Haas in second. Jonathan Burt in third. Rady Gotch, Timothy Mesmer, Ashton Thomas, Darby, and Greg Todd in that top 8. Looking to transfer their way in. Stephen Ward, Bill Sleep, David Mayo just on the outside. So Bert's doing a great job up on that top side all by himself. Let's see where Bill Sleep and Mayo are a little too far back. They're going to need a whole lot of help here as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, looking for the line. It is going to be 2 laps to go when they come across the line. 2 laps to go. These guys want to race a little bit, but they got to play safe. Oh, it was Brady. Was it Brady? Was I calling it Jared? They got to play it safe here tonight. As they head through turn number 1 and 2, they don't want to wreck out. They'd be crazy. They'd definitely be crazy. What's up, Lord? What's up, buddy? Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Shane Haas going to the point in that 0-3. Big push from Shane Brown as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, we got one Timothy Mesmer up in the wall as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway. They're going to get that white flag this time by 1 lap to go. All right, so we got a lap car up ahead. He is going to go 1 lap down. They're going to head through turn and number 1 and 2. No, they're not going to. They might not get to him as there's 1 lap to go as they head through 1 and 2. Jonathan Burt in a transfer spot as they head through 1 and 2, but he's not happy with that. He wants more as he takes it to the outside down the back straightaway. Shane Haas going to come up to pop up that car, he gave Jonathan a snip, but Jonathan's going to battle on him as they head through turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of contact there. Big save by Shane Brown. Shane Brown with his hands full as Brady Gotch takes the lead. Here comes Shane Haas. Down the front straightaway, 3 wide for the lead, heading for the line. Who's it going to be? At the line, Timothy with a big push on Haas. Shane Haas going to take the win in heat race number 1. Timothy in second, Jonathan Burt, Brady Gotch, Ashton Thomas, Shane Brown, Greg Todd, and Stephen Ward transferring their way in. Bill Sleep and everybody else are going to the LCQ. All right. Is that what happened for the big one? I was looking at some other stuff and I didn't see how the big one started. There is a whole lot of luck with WOoT, but one thing for sure is we like to have a lot of fun. All right, so they're gonna that was probably the best save I ever done. That was a great save. Here we go. Here for heat race number 2. They're gonna go ahead and line them up. We're gonna pull up that starting grid. Let's go ahead. It is gonna be Patrick Joyce starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 2. In that number 2 spot is going to be Justin Farless. Alan Stewart going to start in that number 3 spot. Dylan Glass in 4th. Samuel Weber going to be in that number 5 spot. Teague in 6th. James Burke in 7th. Rob Haynes in that number 8 spot. Cody Harrelson in 9th. Shane Weatherington going to start in 10th. Mark Thrash in 11th. Michael Odell in 12th. Going to be Mason Gobick in that number 13 spot. Warp in 14th. Going to be Riley Yellow in the number 15 spot. Justin in 16th. Fireball in 17th. Going to be Clint Sheehan in 18th. Billy, I think it is. I don't think the rest of the people are here. Yeah, the rest of the people aren't here, so that's going to be it. As they pull out on the track, our pole sitter left. I don't know why, but our pole sitter left. So we are going to be 17 cars battling for 8 positions. You're scared to run your race? Well, last one was pretty wild. The last one was definitely a wild one as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, looking for the green flag. This is dying. I don't know. I don't always run the 87s. We run them like once every month and a half. We run a bunch of different cars. I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years. If you look at the top, it says 38 to life. Good luck, everybody. All right, we are looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. We got them stacked up 2 by 2. Who's it going to be here in heat race number 2? All right, 2 by 2 down the front straightaway, looking for that green flag. Alan and Justin Farless on that front row. When will that green flag fire? Green flag is out.
No place I'd rather be.
Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. They're talking about Mark getting married today. Down into 1 and 2, going to be Farless leading the way on that outside. Alan Stewart's going to fight back. Oh, we got one turned around. Big save. We got more wrecking though in the back. They're spinning around. Warp around. Somehow gets it going back straight. So Warp goes around as they have an issue in turn number 1 and 2. One more up in the wall. Who is that? That is that Fireball? Nope. Weatherington with issues in that number 2 as we move back up to the front. Going to be Dylan Glass leading the way as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, going to be Alan Stewart. in that number 2 spot. Here comes Barless to the high side. Big run down the front straightaway. He's going to look for it on the high side in turn number 1 and 2. This is definitely a track position track right here with these cars. You want to be up towards the front because when they wreck, you don't want to get caught up in all the chaos as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Cody going to take the lead. Here comes Alan Stewart. Alan Stewart all over the back of him. They're going to be 3 wide behind him. Get it back down to 2 wide. Here comes Mark out of turn number 4. I'll tell you what, Cody has been dying to race. He had to move all his stuff around, just pulled out that wheel tonight and racing a little bit of WOoT as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Remember, top 8 going to transfer through. So we got a couple cars in this pack. How many people are in this pack? Let's see. All right, so there's 13 cars in this pack. Only 8 of them are going to transfer through. Why is it showing Warp in the lead? There's definitely a glitch. Oh, it's just showing it on mine. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, the 27 Alan Stewart into the wall. Oh, that's going to cost him. He's going to fall back, all the way back. Can he catch the field as they come out of turn number 4? So big trouble for Alan Stewart. He was definitely in it. Has knocked himself out. That puts Mark on that final transfer spot. Oh, no. Burke goes around. Oh, my God. James Burke around in turn number 1 and 2. Cody and Mason going to pull away from the field. We got more wrecking in turn number 1 and 2. So these guys starting to take themselves out as Teague and Dylan and lots of people caught down in the grass. As we move back up to the front, going to be Cody leading the way as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, it's going to be Cody leading the way. He might have made a good move there, jumping to the front. Parless in 3rd. Mark Thrash in 4th. Weatherington, how did he wreck? Down across the line, 1 lap to go. Will Mason sit in line, or will he try? He's definitely going to try to pass Cody. Mark Thrash looking like he's transferred in. Fireball in a transfer spot. Clint Sheehan is in a transfer spot. Here comes the battle for the lead. Cody's going to be to the outside. Here comes Mason down low into turn number 3. He's going to take the lead into turn number 3. Mason Gobic goes to the lead as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Cody's going to look up underneath. Can't quite get there. Out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Can Cody go to the lead? He goes to the top. Mason blocks. Goes to the bottom. It's a drag race to the line. They're going to bang doors. Who's it going to be? Oh, they wreck across the line. Cody takes the win. Wrecking. Mason in 2nd. Justin Farless in 3rd. Mark Thrash in 4th. Riley Green in 5th. Justin Fireball. And Clint Sheehan going to make the feature here tonight. Oh, my God. That was wild. It would have been freaking hilarious if Mason mic'd up and said, "I'm just a minor." W for Green. Yes, Riley. Good job. W for Clint. I think my SDK is broken. I think it says Clint transferred. Top 5. All right, let's get ready for the LCQ. This is going to be wild. It is going to be Bill Sleep starting on the pole. What's up, Ethan? That race was trash. Yeah, there was a lot of wrecks. Going to be Samuel Weber in 2nd. Going to be David Mayo in that number 3 spot. James Burke in 4th. Going to be Darby in that number 5 position. Odell in a 6th. Jared Gotch in 7th. Going to be Dylan Glass in that number 8 position. Dudley in 9th. Warp in 10th. Going to be Robert Odell in that number 11 spot. Robert Haynes in 12th. You going to get out there, Warp? You got an LCQ? Or did you already leave? Going to be Sonny Glass in 13th, Teagan 14th, Kyle Todd in 15th, Alan Stewart 16th, Shane Weatherington 17th, Brett Vinson in 18th, and Ian Martin in 19th. But that all changed. It does. All right, so they're going to get rolling off as they head into turn number 1 and 2. This Bill's he should have AARP. All right, guys, start is on green. Just a reminder. Also, do not jump out of line until after the start finish line. I mean, obviously, if somebody misses a shift, I'm going to understand, but don't set yourself up and jump above the other car before the start finish line, please, unless you have to. Unless it's life or death. Yeah, it's 8 out of each heat. 5 from the Consi. All right, we are going to look for that green flag this time by as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be a wild night. The feature always cleans up a little bit, guys. If this is your first time here, just a reminder. Remember, you just got to make it in the feature. Down into turn number 3 and 4. So we got 17 cars going for 5 positions here. Definitely. Oh, those races are always a blast, Ethan. I hope you come through the rest of the season, at least as much as you can. They're so fun to watch, and I love driving them. Obviously, I can't drive them in broadcast, though. All right, looking for the green flag as we got them set up 2x2 down the front straightaway. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Bill Sleep going to jump on that gas. You know, he probably drove one of these at one time in his life when it was brand new. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, going to be Bill Sleep leading the way. David Mayo up to second as they're side by side for that number 3 spot. Burke. Yeah, as long as you hit top 8 in the feature and the heats, or top 5 in qualifying, you're in the feature already. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, a little bit of a blink there out of Samuel as Bill Sleep rolls the bottom. Down the front straightaway, looking for the start finish line. We still got all the cars together here, guys. This is going to be a wild one as they come across the line. How do we sign up for this? This is just first come, first serve. 45 cars in the session. We got a wreck in the back. Oh, no. Big wreck in the back. Big wreck in the back. Ian Martin's going to get caught up. Kyle Todd caught up. Rob caught up. Man, you got to qualify in this one for sure. You never ran the... Oh, I like the 87. It's got a lot of body roll. 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide for the lead as they head through turn number 3 and 4. They're going to knock Gotch. Well, is that Gotch? No, that is Samuel Weber out of the way. He's going to try to catch them again. Down the front straightaway, looking for the line. Going to be Dylan Glass leading the way. Here comes the 2 of Shane Weatherington to the outside as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Down through turn number 1 and 2, we got a 6-car pack. Only 5 of them could transfer through as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Big move. Bill Sleep looking for the lead. Oh, someone just hit the wall all by themselves. Brett, why are you wrecking? He just plowed the wall. Back up to the front, going to be Dylan Glass leading the way as they come down the front straightaway. top 5 going to transfer through. This pack is starting to grow, boys, as they come out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, across the line. Dylan Glass leading the way. 3 laps complete. We got 3 laps to go here in the LCQ. Oh my God. Big Pratt always going to turn them. They're all going to turn up at the front. Big pile up in the front. Oh, big wreck as we move back up here. It is going to be Alan Stewart going to the point. Bill Sleep going to pull out. Robert pulls out. Big mess. Big mess. Everybody is wrecked in this one. All right, so back up to the front. What a wreck. Yeah. It is going to be Alan Stewart out front. Bill Sleep in second. Warp in third. Mark in fourth. Jared, gosh. All right, so Jared Gotch is going to come out in that number 5 spot. We got people at speed. No, well, kind of at speed, trying to come across the line. It's going to be Alan leading the way. 5 laps complete. We got 1 lap to go. So Gotch going to pull out here. Well, oh, Shane Weatherington goes around. Jared, is he going to make it? Are you going to make it, Jared? All right, it is going to be Alan Stewart taking the win in the LCQ. Bill Sleep in second, Warps in third, Mark in fourth. Well, Warps in third right now. He's just trying to survive. Oh, they're gonna pass Bill. Bill in that number 2 spot gets pounded from behind as they come to the line. Give Bill Sleep that number 2 spot. Warp in third. Mark gonna bring it home safely in that number 5 spot. Jared Gotch gonna take it into that number 5 position. He's just got to cross the line. I think he's actually already good. Wow. Well, that's what the LCQ is all about. Jared, you made it. You know, it's not often we get to see you both in the future together. You know, you guys are still going to be on opposite ends of the spectrum, and I'm not talking about on the track. Okay. All right, let's get ready for the warm-up. All right, guys, you get a 3-minute warm-up here. Use it as you want. I don't care if you want to wreck somebody you're mad at or wreck somebody you're not mad at. Just don't go the wrong way around the track and get yourself DQ'd. All right, so a little known fun for WOoT. We run out this warm-up, let these guys get out on the track, do whatever, and then we get into tonight's feature. Wow, let's unwind those laps there in that consi. It was absolutely chaos. But I'll tell you what, I think we're about to see a heater here tonight in the feature. A lot of good drivers, a lot of good names in there. A couple guys actually taking advantage and getting a couple laps. Fireball making it here. Oh, my God. Man, first Mason in the heat race, and now you're going to kill Fireball? All right, so these guys having a little bit of fun out there, as you can see. You got a what? Tail. Yeah, right. All right, so just about the end of the warm-up here. Stephen Ward, the only one getting a lap in. Jonathan Burt, he's got to be ecstatic about making this one. Finally, you're back, Jonathan.
I know. I'm so pumped. Zach was yelling at me to calm down in my heat.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I'm new at this.
All right, so these guys having a little. Oh my God, what are they having over there? They're trying to launch the car, is what they're trying to do. Sometimes, if you can hit that little opening just right, you can launch the car up in the air. We'll see if anybody is able to do that. Oh my God. What was wrong with Moody's car? Moody, how are you like speed rolling with without any speed there? Oh. Oh my God. You're supposed to take him to the bachelor party before his wedding? All right, let's get ready for tonight's main event. It is going to be 30 laps here tonight. Let me go ahead and give them a quick little well, we'll do it here in a minute. We'll go through this lineup. This is going to be Asher Hansen starting on the pole here tonight. Landon Moody in second. Lovelace going to just drop my water. Lovelace going to start in that number 3 spot. Roderick Norman in 4th. Going to be James Stats in 5th. Shane Haas in 6th. Cody Harrelson in 7th. Going to be Timothy Mesmer in that number 8 spot. Mason Gobick in the 9th. Going to be Jonathan Burt in the number 10 spot. Justin Farless in 11th. Brady Gotch in 12th. They're talking a little bit out there. I'm listening to them. Sorry about that. It is going to be it's going to be Mark Thrash starting in 13th. Ashton Thomas, 14th. Riley Green in 15th. Going to be Shane Brown in that number 16 spot. Justin Crompton in 17th. Greg Todd in 18th. Going to be Fireball in 19th. Stephen Ward in 20th. Going to be Clint Sheehan in 21st. Alan Stewart 22nd. Bill Sleep 23rd. Warps 24th. And it's going to be Mark Dudley and Jared Gotch rounding out the field. All right, we're going to go through a quick little rundown here if I can find a camera. All right, shut up. All right, guys. It is going to be 30 laps here tonight. It will be admin-controlled cautions. Remember, this start is on green. Restarts will be on leader. Do not sit back and try and jump out of line on these restarts. Do not change lanes to pass until after the start-finish line. I mean, obviously, if there's some clear opening because somebody sleeps on the start and you're already... you're just coming to line, I don't care, but I don't want you to go jump to the high side and make it 3 wide before the start-finish line. So, 30 laps here tonight, guys. You got one fast repair. Use it wisely. We usually have some pretty good races in the future here, so have some fun. All right, so we have them set up 2x2 into turn number 3 and 4. Asher and Moody on that front row. It is going to be 30 laps here tonight. A lot of familiar names in this one. Some new ones too as they come out of turn number 4. Let me hear, who do you think is going to win tonight's main event? 20, well, somebody didn't show up. Who didn't show up in the feature? Norman did not show up. So 25 cars here in the feature here. As they come to the restart zone, who's it going to be? Looking for that green flag. Warp, she made it again, finally. Green flag is out. You had a chaotic heat in Concy. Green flag is out as they get a couple bumps up at the front, heading for turn number 1 and 2. Lots of cars out there on the track as they head into 1 and 2. Will they keep it straight? We just need to keep a couple laps going. It is a long race here tonight. Hopefully these guys keep it straight. No wrecking at the back. All right, they're going to keep it straight through turn number 1 and 2. Down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Asher leads the way. Moody on the high side. Now he's leading the way as he's got a big push from behind from Shane Haas heading into turn number 3. Shane going to put the bumper to that number 84 as they head through turn number 3 and 4. We see them in a pack together. This is going to change up how it looks in a little bit here once they start to get some more wear on those tires. Tires will be a factor here tonight, but when we get those cautions, they can all go in and get fresh rubber, and I'm sure we'll see a busy pit road here tonight as they come across the line. Landon Moody leads lap number 1. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Asher taking the point once again. Here comes Lovelace looking for that bumper. Timothy trying to work that third lane as they come out of turn number 2. Big run down the back straightaway. For those of you that don't know, that number 3 car is on a controller. He's not running a wheel as these guys head through turn number 3 and 4. Tight racing here. Cody trying to get up in the mix of that 4K. So the back of the field has thinned out and one single file, but they are starting to stack it back up as they catch the field. Who lost the field? Clint Sheehan way back from the field. He might actually be in a good spot if he reacts to the wreck the right way. Back up to the front, Asher with the edge into coming out of turn number 2. But Shane Haas all over the back of Moody as they come out of 2. He's going to give him a push down the back straightaway maybe. Moody going to have a great run looking for turn number 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Keeping it lean and green so far as Asher leads the way through 3 and 4. He's going to slide up the track just a bit. Thought he was going to put the block on Moody. Moody thought that too. Jumped way high as they come to the line. Who's going to lead this lap? Oh, we got a couple spinning up at the front. Big wreck up at the front. Big wreck up at the front. Cody takes a ride. Let's go ahead and jump on with Cody Harrelson as he takes a ride. I think he got a push from behind. Well, that's late in that one. So Cody's going to get Cody. Yeah, he's going to get sandwiched here. He's going to check up a little bit, get a push from behind. Oh, some bumping. Unfortunate bumping as we get the big one on the front straightaway here. Oh my God. Now here's my question. Clint did make it through, so caution flag comes out and Clint survives. Cody with a ton of damage on that 4K as Moody leads the way. All right, so we don't have any cars 1 lap down or more. All right, sorry. I was trying to figure out what was going on there. Oh no, Jared. The brakes suck in these things. That is unfortunate. Jared's gonna. Jared comes in a little too hot. He's on the brakes. Oh, he was gripping hard. He was like, no, 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 no. He pulled a Clint. No, no. Oh, he didn't expect it. You could see the movement on the wheel. A little bit of panic there. He didn't know what to do. Oh, no. That is unfortunate for the 9 and the 97 as they all are not all of them, a good chunk of them coming down on pit road. A lot of damaged cars. Some guys are going to come down and take tires. Busy pit road here. That right front, you got to take care of it. The fuck? Oh, no. Mason, what are you doing? All right. Cody already got his fast repair. So did Fireball. So those guys got their fast repairs. Moody's going to lead the way here tonight. Well then, did you get caught up in that one? Oh yeah, you just got ass packed. Yeah. That was unfortunate. That was definitely unfortunate. I'm not surprised it happened. I was surprised that it was Jared that did it, but I was not surprised to see that happen. It seems to happen with 87s every time on at least the first caution. They're so hard to slow down. And if you slip up or relax a little too much. Yeah, I know. We watched it. We watched it. Jared gonna pull back out on the track. I can only imagine the conversation in Discord for that one. Hold on, let's see what Timothy did. I know you're not. What the hell did you do, Timothy? Oh. Did your batteries die on your controller, Timothy? You know what's funny? There's probably so many people that think I'm just joking about you being on a controller right now. Hey, did anybody tell you about that time that Landon Moody finished second to the guy that has no legs and races on a controller? One nub at a time.
That's a trick question. He doesn't wear pants. Everything is shorts.
You guys wouldn't understand what it's like to walk a day in that guy's shoes.
Look. Is it? Don't shorts just become pants at that point?
You guys aren't even giving him a leg to stand on. Jesus.
Well, it's not my fault he's missing one.
Oh. All right, looking for the green flag as they come to the line. Landon Moody stands on that gas. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Moody leads the way down the front straightaway. The field's going to stay with. I would have almost thought that Moody would have gone a little bit earlier. This car doesn't have the same kind of draft as other ones. A little bit more control as they come out of turn at number 2 down the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Asher trying to play the lanes, can't block Moody. Moody going to get to the bottom. Down into turn number 3 and 4. James Stat's going to get stuck out to dry as he got blocked like crazy as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, looking for the line. Who's going to lead this time by? Going to be Moody down on the bottom side. Oh, a little bit of evasive action right there out of the number 11 of Ashton Thomas as they head through turn at number 1 and 2. He tried to do a little block there, then came back down, got back in line as they head down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Here comes that top lane with Asher leading the way. Ashton pushing him into turn number 3. Great running up at the front. Here comes Timothy to the outside in the number 3. He's trying to make this interesting. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Looks like Timothy is not gaining any ground in that third lane. And Moody's going to get stuck in the sucker hole. They're 3 wide across the line. I think Asher had it that time by as Moody's going to get shuffled way back. He's going to get shuffled back to the number 4 spot as Asher slides across his nose in 1 and 2. Big hit for Mark. Oh, we got a big wreck down the back straightaway. Big wreck down the back straightaway. Mark Thrash slid up. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I think I just watched Jared get murdered. And he does not have another fast repair. All right, let's take a look at this one. Oh, might have been some net code there too. 31 slid up, got into Mark. Oh my God, Warp almost made it through. Oh my God. Holy cow, just people wrecking. Oh my. All right, Steven. All right, Steven, you show off. Looked like there might have been a little net code too. Oh, here he goes. Oh. You know, I just watched from Steven's view and Farless almost killed him on the back straightaway. All right. Who said that? That's right. Let's see. There he is. Okay, so this is pretty wild here. This is going to be a wild view. Let's jump in the cockpit. Oh no. All right, so lots of people coming down on pit road. Now, did anybody stay out? Does look like a couple cars stayed out. Mark Dudley, Shane Brown, Timothy Mesmer, Stephen Ward, and Fireball stay out on the track, but everybody else down on pit road. All right, so they're going to stack them up 2 by 2. I think next time by, and it's going to be Mark Dudley on that pole. Just want to remind you guys on the front row there, the start will be on leader. So anytime after the pace car pulls off, you're more than welcome to go. Just to give you a heads up. All right, so big wreck there. Lots of cars going down and taking their tires. Looks like we are down to 17 clean cars. Jonathan Burt getting damage repaired on that 666. Did he use his fast repair already? Is he out of fast repairs? Jared Gotch took a hell of a hit there. Looks like Clint Sheehan had some damage. So bunch of cars down on pit road. They're going to get the one to go this next time by. And we are going to go back racing with 13 laps complete. All right, so stacked up 2 by 2. As they come to the one to go this time by. Wonder how many people ended up just taking repairs and how many people took their fast repair there. Lots of cars hurt on that one as Mark pulls back out on the track. You know, it'd be great if Mark won and he got to remember his wedding day by a race win in WOoT. I was just about to say something along those lines. All right, so Mark out front leading the way. So I heard you make the Mark on Mark comment, but you know what's crazier is I think that was more of a battle of whether or not Mark should have a C or a K.
Obviously, K1.
The K's always win.
If you guys are on the bottom side there, a single file, you can fill it in up on the top side. So, you know, just switch them off like you normally would. If somebody doesn't want the top and you want it, go ahead and take it.
We're not just going to skip over that. Cody said K's win, man. We make fun of that guy. Palm him.
Hey, if by some miracle I win this race, can I give y'all crap for letting a drag racer win?
Only if Landon Moody finishes second.
That 666 is tore up from the floor up.
All right, so
Made a hole in the right front.
Clint's gonna wreck all by himself.
They've been beat.
Hey, Clint, there was a wall up there. All right, looking for the green flag as Mark leads him to the
And
green.
we're letting it drag what?
Down the front
Right front?
straightaway. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Mark leads the way. These guys going to jockey for position as they head into turn number 1 and 2. I think a few people jumped out of line there. I'm not sure if somebody missed a shift, but it's whatever. They survived as they head through turn number 1 and 2. If Moody doesn't win, it's rigged. Moody's been finishing second. I hope he gets second again. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Mark leading the way. Battle for second as they are into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Fireball on the bottom side. Shane Brown up high as they come out of turn number 4. Oh, top side getting the run down the front straightaway. Looks like Asher going to take it 3 wide. He wants to lead. He's going to lead it this time by Asher to the point, heading for turn number 1. Got one down on the grass. Fireball, one into the wall. 1, 2, 3. Are they going to survive? They survived through turn number 1 and 2. All right, so a couple cars up into the wall, but we keep it green down the back straightaway. No big wreck there as they come down looking for turn number 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Asher leading the way. Here comes Landon Moody on the outside, but Dudley down low as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway looking for the line. It is going to be Asher at the line this time by. We are pretty spread out now as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Side by side into turn number 1 and 2. You guys are going to have to communicate with me if something happens towards the back. I can't see everybody right now. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Going to be Asher leading the way. Moody to the high side through turn number 3 and 4. Asher's going to slide up out of turn 4. Blocks Moody. Moody still goes higher. Asher back to the bottom. Dudley behind him as they come for the line. Who's going to lead this time by? It's going to be 14 laps to go. When they hit the line, Moody's going to lead this time. Clint is a lap down, and then he just wrecked under caution, so he's got damage on that car again. Into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be Landon on the outside. Asher up high. Moody's going to bounce off the wall. Down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3. These guys are on edge up at the front, and the rest of this group is trying to catch up as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Through turn number 3 and 4, Asher going to be on the bottom trying to get that run up on the outside. Ashton Thomas going to get on the back bumper of Moody as they come for the line. Who's it going to be at the line? Moody has the run. Asher's there. Here comes Moody. He's going to barely lead that time by. Trying to keep an eye on what's going on in SDK in case there is a wreck. I might be able to see it way in the back. Right now, we're going to stay on the front. Asher's going to work the front of the pack, but Moody's going to get the run back on the outside as they head for turn number 3 and 4. Great racing up at the front as they come out of into turn number 3. Why did he say sorry? Was there an issue? Down the front straightaway. Moody going to come down to the bottom. He's going to cut across the nose. Here comes Shane Haas now working the outside. Shane Haas going to work that outside. He's going to get a push from behind from Brady Gotch. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Top side going to get some moving. Nope. Moody going to lead the way. Asher's going to look for the top. It's not there. Moody looks to block the top. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Asher leading the way on that bottom side. Moody up high. He's trying to get the run. Down the front straightaway. He is going to get a run. Who's going to have it at the line this time by? Coming to the line with 11 laps to go. Moody going to barely lead by a nose at the line. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side. Durham. I'm talking to Bert and Sheehan. All right, so moving back up to the front. We got a couple different packs. We're going to see if we end up with a caution flag. They are racing hard up at the front. Big contact. Shane Haas going to scrape the wall out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1. It is going to be Moody on the outside. Asher's going to fight back down low as they come across the line. Cody's going to hit the pits. What happened to Cody? I didn't see it. What happened to him? Poor Cody. Oh, Moody is wrecking. All right, we've had a couple of cautions. Moody's wrecked out of 2. Go high, go high, go high. Oh, I think there might have been a little net code to make that worse. Moody with a big hit there. Big hit there. Yeah, you're all good. You're all good. All right, if you are lead lap, stay on the bottom. You guys are checking up in turn number 1 and 2. Pace car is in turn number 1 and 2. If you are a lap down, just take the high side, take your lap or laps back until you get back on the lead lap. All right. Down the back straight away. Go Asher. Yeah, Asher's killing it. What's up, pea shooter? You still up in this? Yes, you are. Top 10 right now, huh? Little bit of contact, and then it looked like netcode might have exaggerated it a little bit. All right, so Clint, just go. Loud pedal on the right. All right, let's see how many cars hit pit road this time. I got a feeling not a lot of people, track position's everything though, but not a lot of people are going to want to stay out because it does make a difference, and it looks like everybody might be coming down on pit road. Yeah, it looks like everybody is coming on pit road. I think Clint's going to be on the lead lap here. Moody is going to be at least 1 lap down. He had to take the tow. He's going to be hoping for another caution here tonight. So Clint's probably going to come down on pit road too. I guess Clint is not going to pit. He's going to stay out after taking the wave around. James Stat's going to come across the out of pit road first. No, I take that back. Riley Green is going to come out of pit road first. He probably just took 2. He just took gas. So Riley's on older tires. What's that, Clint? Stand up when you're talking to us. All right, so Riley Green out front, Brady Gotch in second, well, Jared in third. Jared did make it back out there. Damn, how'd Jared survive? I thought he got killed. Oh, these guys are wild. All right, so it's going to be Riley Green leading the way. They're going to get that one to go this time by. As they head back. He's got the devil's number, but he doesn't want the devil's lettuce. All right, so Riley Green going to lead the way here, coming to the green flag. All right, Riley, this start is going to be on you anytime after the pace car pulls off. We really got to get that changed to yellow. All right, it is going to be a 6-lap shootout here. Two of the three. All right, so 2 by 2, looking for that green flag this time by. Going to be 6 laps to go. Do you think we're going to get a caution flag? Guys, let me know in the chat. What do you guys think? Look at that. Mark Thrash up in the top 5. Could he steal a victory here on his wedding day? Well, we are about to find out as they come out of turn number 4. Pace car is going to pull in, and green is going to take him to the green flag this time by as they come down the front straightaway. When's he going to fire off? Yeah, he went early. Green flag is out as they head for turn number 1. Riley going to get a nice little jump here. Yeah, see, it's even cheering for him out there. Green, green, green as they head for turn number 1 and 2. You know, I just realized Riley thinks the game is rooting for him every time they go green flag because the new UI says green, green, green. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3. Brady and Jared gonna hook together, take the lead. Look at this, Dudley in that number 3 spot. Riley on older tires. He only took, I don't even know why he went on pit road for if he didn't take tires. I don't think he needed gas as they come down the front straightaway looking for the line. It is going to be 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. We got one wrecking. Big save down on the grass. That is going to be Jared Gotch. He slides back up on the track, somehow survived. That was a wild save. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Asher with the lead, but they are coming in a hurry. 3 wide, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. Oh, Brady on the apron. They're going to be 4 wide. Big save out of Brady. Tried to one up Jared. Oh, here comes Shane Haas on the outside. He's going to lead that time by with 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be 3 wide back there behind them. Oh, this is getting sketchy, folks, as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Farless on the outside. Farless going to jump up into the 3rd lane. A little bit of blocking, a little bit of pushing. Mark Thrash sideways. He's going to go down on the apron. He's going to slide up into the track. Is it? It's a caution. Caution flag comes out. Oh, they're flipping. They're wrecking. Farless is tumbling out of turn number 4. Caution flag is definitely out. All right, I got to go find the start of that caution. Holy cow. I'm going to say Jared still got it. I don't know. Jared's save was pretty wild. go. Mark tried to save it, couldn't quite do it. Oh my God. Well, does Mark Mark doesn't have a fast repair, does he? Waiting to.
Do I have any damage?
Yeah, I was talking about the Mark with a C. I don't know if you got any damage.
I don't think I hit anything.
Where is? There he is.
Is it possible to get an advancement?
You do have some left front damage.
Downforce, baby.
Yeah, I can't shorten the caution. It wouldn't be fair. People are going to go down and get damage repaired, get their fast repairs. And taking their toes if they had to. I've been letting them do it all night.
10-4, 10-4.
Yeah, that was rough.
Figured I'd save my fast repair. I feel like that wasn't the last wreck of the race.
We will see. He just predicted he thinks there's going to be another caution. What do you guys think? You think we can go green the rest of the way? We only need to make one lap, and that will be a wrap. That's wild. That's wild. Well, at least you got your devil's lettuce in before the wreck. All right, let's see who is all on pit road. Mark Thrash down there getting that damage repaired. He did not have a fast repair. Man, he had his hands full. He tried to save it. He almost saved it, but a little hard to do in that position. He was way down on the apron, had way too much speed. That probably would have been the save of the race if he had saved it. All right, so they're going to get that one to go. I think this time by it is going to be Asher Hansen and Riley Green on that front row. Asher's going to go early. I'm pretty sure. You said that with so much confidence. All right, so we got them side by side up at the front. Definitely a few people out of this one. It is going to be a little bit of a run out here. Will we make it to the white flag? We're going to find out. Greg Todd coming down on pit road. As they look for the green flag this time by. The start will be on Asher. So anytime after the pace car pulls off. Orbs made it back out there. He got a couple bulls in under that that caution flag as he is ready for the green flag. Oh, he got his car fixed. As they head through turn number 3, Asher leads the way. Pace car is in. Will this be our last restart, guys? Let me know in the chat as they come out of turn number 4. It is going to be a green-white checker, 2-lap shootout. Asher bringing him to the green flag. When's he going to fire off? Side by side down the front straightaway. He is waiting. He's not going as early as I thought. Green flag is out. He did go a little early, but not a ton. He had that anticipation high down the front straightaway. We've got one car coming back out on the track. It's going to be Mark LePage down on the apron. I know he's laughing right now. He's listening to the stream as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Will they make that white flag? Heading for turn number 3, topside, trying to form up. Riley Green up on the outside. Shane Haas trying to get all over that back bumper through turn number 3 and 4. Asher hoping it stays green as they come out of turn number 4, looking for that white flag. Oh, it might be. It's too late for a yellow flag at this point. If they wreck, they wreck. Oh, and they're going to start wrecking. I can't throw the yellow. Riley's going to die. Asher leads the way. Asher leads the way into turn number 1 and 2. Lovelace going to jump up to the outside. He's looking to the high side of Stewart. Out of turn number 2. Lovelace wants a win here tonight. He is hungry down the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. He's got that edge. Who's it going to be as they race to the line? This time by Dudley, looking to the top side. There's nothing there as they come out of turn number 4. Checkered flag is in the air. Asher leading the way. Oh, no. Stewart gets turned off someone's nose. Coming to the line. Lovelace to the top. Lovelace into his back bumper. They touch. Coming to the line. It's going to be Lovelace at the line. Holy cow. Let's take a look at that one. Look at that run to the outside. Wow. Ashton was trying to give that push to Asher. Well, he kind of gave a push to both of them. Look at this run to the line. Oh my God, that was wild here tonight. What a finish. Clint's going to get a top 10, guys. Bill Sleep gets a top 10. Holy cow. We're going to go to the end of this one. It is going to be Lovelace with the win here tonight. Asher second. Ashton in third. It is going to be Mark in that number 4 spot. Brady Gotch in 5th. Stuart Ward in 6th. Shane Haas in that number 7 spot. Clint Sheehan in 8th. Alan Stewart in 9th. Going to be Jonathan Burt in 10th. Warp in 11th. Bill Sleep in 12th. Riley Green going to finish 13th. Mark Thrash 14th. Greg Todd 15th. Jared Gotch in 16th. Gobik in that number 17 spot. Mesmer in 18th. Going to be James Stats in 19th. Farless 20th. Fireball in 21st. Landon Moody's going to be 22nd. Cody Harrelson in 23rd. Shane Brown 24th. Justin Crompton in that 25th spot. What a race we had here tonight. Let me pause it there. Don't get out yet, Lovelace. All right, I paused it on you. Let's go ahead and pull these guys into the booth. Holy cow. Man, the feature is always so much better. Better than the heats and the consies. Appreciate it, Warps. Appreciate it. Riley says rip. He died coming to the white. Sleepy, Man, you were pushing all night long. I think everybody was happy when you were behind him because you weren't afraid to push here tonight. Ashton, great run. Why don't you give a shout out? I don't even know where I'm at. Why don't you tell me about that push at the end? You were pushing Lovelace, and then it looked like you lost his back bumper and got to the back of Asher, and you just stayed on that gas.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It just happened so fast. I think that wreck that just happened on the coming to the line, I think that saved me a little bit, gave me some time to draft to the guys. I don't know, honestly, it was just luck off of that. Honestly, I don't even know how I did it. To be honest, I just
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I just think that I was like, okay, wait, Lovelace is going up high, so I'm gonna follow him and see if I can try to get third or second. But I got wrecked at the end. I just kept my foot in it. Honestly, I didn't care.
I was listening to you, and then I was reading Ryan Cahan's comment. He said, "Lost my run on James stats." It's easy to lose your rent money in WOoT. It gets pretty wild out here.
Oh, it does.
Ashton, man, great race here tonight. How many spots did you end up getting tonight? 11 spots up. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Thank you to John's mom. Just want to start off with that. Thank you to my mom, my dad, Mark. Love that guy. Moody. Sad that he had a DNF tonight, but love to that guy. And thank you, James, for broadcasting. And thank you very much. And thank you to Exide.
I'm gonna feel so bad because we totally took that away from you guys, Lovelace. It is gonna be a WOoT thing forever to thank John's mom.
Oh, we love it.
Yep.
It has become a WOoT. It has become thanks, mom. It's become a MDiTV thing big here, but Asher, you controlled a good bit of this race tonight. Great race with you and Lovelace there. Lovelace got to the top side, took the run to the high side, tried to block him, couldn't quite do it. But man, that 25 was fast here tonight. Looked like a lot of fun up at the front.
Yeah, this thing was bad as Wendy's X account. I mean, I was definitely playing aggressive. This is, I usually play a little bit more safe. Usually chill for a little bit, but I was just driving aggressive from the start. And then, I did collect some people. I apologize to, I had the name up right here. What was it, Mark? I ran in the back of him, like straight up ran in the back of him, and was it the run before that?
Yeah.
And then, Mark, that Mark incident right there, it was kind of, it wasn't 100% my fault, but I still, threw a block on him, and then, the way this car reacted, he kind of got correct because of me a little bit. But this thing was fast. I liked it. I was driving aggressive, and it ended up working out this time.
Well, Mark Dudley said definitely gonna see some more of me. He loved racing here tonight. He definitely had a lot of fun. I think everybody had a lot of fun here tonight. Well, almost everybody. Oh, there's always somebody that's a rough one. It's so hard to even get into. But great run. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, thanks for broadcasting. Thanks John's mom, like always. This is like, my first time, making it in here in the top 3 in WOoT in a while. And thanks congratulations, Zach, on the win.
Zach, are you going to be like the third adoptee or second adoptee by John's mom?
I really hope so.
I mean, getting the win here tonight, that had to help. I mean, you were kind of quiet here tonight. I mean, you were always around in the mix, but not making a lot of noise until late in this one. Got really aggressive on that outside, coming to the white, and then got really aggressive coming to the checkered flag there. Had to get extra aggressive. Got in the back of him a little bit because when he put the block on you, got to the outside anyway. But that big push out of Ashton had to make a big difference.
Oh yeah, I got a super push there. That's the only reason why I even had a shot there was that shove I got coming out of 4. Yeah, I mean it's Talladega, it's 87's. It's gonna be messy. It's hectic. So my whole game plan was just try not to use that fast repair as long as possible and don't sweat the track position because anything can happen. And when we came to the white there, and the plan was that I was going to take a lane, John was going to take a lane, and hopefully one of them would work out. And his lane kind of had a moment there, and that just opened it up for me. And yeah, I mean at that point, white flags out, just risk everything, just go aggressive. And it's just a lot of fun racing with these guys, racing these cars.
Yeah, these definitely put a little different mix. I like mixing up the cars like we do. We got some racy cars that we've been running, even when it's more pack racing. Looks like your teammate's happier about the win than you are in the chat.
That's usually how it goes. We really like to see each other do good.
John's mom,
Matt, then we hate it.
John's mom, I think, has adopted the whole Discord. She says I have several new sons.
Yep.
But
great.
But great run to the end there, getting that W. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, of course I got to thank Texas Speed, John for running with me. He finally made it back into one of these, thankfully. Of course, got to thank my fellow podium finishers there. That was a hell of a lot of fun racing to the line with them. Just everybody for coming out, as always. Got just such a great group of guys. Shout out to Mark Thrash for getting married. Too bad he didn't have a bit of a better race there. You for putting on the broadcast, and John's mom, of course.
John says he's the OG son.
One of them, anyways.
One of them. Well, great run, guys. Definitely a good show. Thanks for coming out, and I'm going to close the stream down.
Thanks, James.
Yep.
Thanks, James.
All right, guys, that is going to be the end of this one. Wild finish here tonight. One of the best. That was a great finish. One for the books here tonight. That is going to be it. I'm going to call it a night. I got a lot to do tomorrow. So, as always, be safe and have a good night. Appreciate you, Mark.